Hi, my name is Cathie Allan. I'm here in the ClearSnap booth at CHA Winter Show 2011. I'm about to show you a really quick and fun technique that you can teach to any of your customers or your students. It is something that you will want to share with especially new stampers. It is called Stamp Smoosh. You're going to start with choosing a stamp, and we're working with the fluid chalk petal points. I am going to pull out the lime pastel section and simply ink my stamp. You're going to take your stamp. The stamp at this point is not a stamp, it is an applicator, because you're simply going to stamp it on the paper and smoosh it around. Make sure that you go beyond the edge so that your paper has a very continuous and natural flow to it. And you're going to continue that across the paper until you have created your own background paper. Inking each and every time and simply whacking the paper onto the paper and smearing it around. You cannot screw this up because you're basically painting your paper using the rubber stamp. Once you've got images across the paper, you can now pick up your color box stylus that has a white foam tip on it, and I'm going to use that like a paintbrush for my stamp pads. I'm going to add a little more color to my background, and I have a great deal of control because I can offload some of the color so that when I apply the color onto my project, it is coming up as a lighter value than the stamped images. This is a very quick and fast way to make your own decorated paper, and you can customize your paper to your photos rather than vice versa. Once you have that done, you're going to give your stamp pad a quick wipe, because although I do not clean my stamps when I'm moving from light to dark, when I'm moving to dark to light, I need to get rid of some of the previous ink. And now you're going to ink your stamp with the yellow citrus section of your stamp pad and simply stamp like a normal person right over top of the design. Quick, fast, beautiful, and simply, you just can't go wrong with this technique. Love it. Once you've built your background, we're going to add a bit of a border. I'm going to clean the ink off my stamp by rubbing it on my scrap paper. And I am going to grab the darker section of the stamp pad called azurite, and I'm going to add a border along the bottom edge. We have built a beautiful background for a wonderful little card very, very quickly. You can use your stylus again to pick up a little more color and simply pull that color gently into the panel. Here we have done this panel as a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock, obviously for a card. Obviously, it can be done in a larger format for the scrapbook page as well. Welcome to Stamp Smoosh.